Okay, as far as the literary terms are concerned with regard to Julius Caesar, they are available at this following website, www.studystack.com/flashcards-1289862. If you go to that website, what you'll actually see then is this. And what you can do with this website, because there's actually a total of 29 terms that I teach in the course of the Shakespearean play Julius Caesar. Like theme, character, indirect characterization. What you'll see is you've got what are essentially flashcards. And if you see theme, okay, so you're practicing, I need to know the definition of theme. If I'm not sure what it is, you can click it and see underlying moral lesson or statement about the human condition. And you can then click either you knew it and put it into correct cards, and it'll move on to the next one, or you can click incorrect cards, like, okay, character is, I don't know. So I flip it, a persona or agent within a play. I didn't know that one, so I'll put it into incorrect. And what you can do then is you can drill yourself on all of the terms, and so just for sake of argument, I already know all these because I created them. And archetype, recurring pattern, literature, history, and culture. Sure enough, so I got that one correct. So you can use this as practice for knowing the terms. But here's the cool feature about this. If I scroll down, you can do like a matching challenge. And what it'll do is it says theme. And so if I click this one, I got to figure out, well, if theme, if I click here, it'll show this. Now if I get the wrong one, so I click character and that's wrong, it won't let the connection take place. But character, we know, is the persona or agent within the play. Direct characterization is what a character, what other characters say about him? No, it's what a character actually says and does. Indirect is what others say about them. Setting is the time and place where the story takes place. So then notice I finished all of those, and what happened is it gave me the next set of terms, and this is generated randomly, and this is generated randomly. So tragic hero, the main character who, and you'll notice then it'll go through, and you'll actually have to work your way through 100% of the terms, but it's a good matching exercise. Another good thing that it does is you can do hangman, where you've got to spell out the terms. This kind of isn't fair, so I always do show hint. Oh, speaker's attitude about their subject and what they're talking about, which I know to be the tone. And when I did the cards, I actually put NF, because NF means it's also a nonfiction term. Because later on I got to teach nonfiction terms, so I've labeled some of them on there, so that's kind of why it's there. You can set up as a crossword, although crosswords are not exactly good learning things. Unscramble will just help you with spelling them correctly. I recommend, maybe if you want to set up a quiz, you can take your own quiz on it. And look, it sets up a multiple choice quiz for you. And so you can practice actually identifying these things. And just FYI, guess where Mr. Bailey gets some of his test questions from? Just as a check for understanding. So resolution, state of the world at the end of the, whoops, I should probably edit that. But in either case, let's say I picked the wrong answer. And I'm just going to pick some answers here. It'll actually like grade you and tell you, I'm just going to randomly pick A, but it'll give you feedback in the quiz section. So, and it also, it does the questions the other way where it has the definition, then you got to figure out which one it is. An appeal to the audience which seems reasonable and logical but is not provable or cogent. That would be a logical fallacy. So you can do those things and it'll actually grade you. You can hit, oh, and you can type, you have to type things in. In a Shakespearean play, when a character is on stage by themselves revealing, it is a soliloquy. And we'll grade the quiz. You get an F, and it tells you, and it'll show you the answers when you hover over it. So like a recurring pattern in literature, history, and culture is an archetype. So it'll actually give you feedback, instantaneous feedback. So notice it said that I got number 21 correct. But that's a good practice for you. Study Stack then also has the terms, the question, theme, and then you do it that way. Another thing that you can do is play the game Bug Match. It actually isn't that good. I like Study Table because it just, if you were saying theme is the underlying more or less a statement about the human condition. Let's show. Yes, I was right. Character, persona, or agent. So you can practice doing it that way. And then last but not least, this is really cool, but like print function. On the print function, you can actually print out index cards, and you can pick them according to the different layout and design, okay? And let's say you wanted to make, if you want to see the table view, if I click that, it'll just print out this sheet if you want in a form of a PDF. Or if you wanted to have like index cards, like 3x5 index cards, you could do it this way. So font size 14, question and answer on the even page. When I hit generate PDF, what'll happen is it'll put the theme, and then on the next page it'll show that. And if you actually print it out too, back to back, it'll make the pages. Other options, like for perforated stock, I usually pick business cards because that's just a good size. I always click draw the borders. And what will happen is when you see all the terms are on this side, but if you scroll down to page 2, these definitions match up with what would be the back side of the card. So you can print these out, and we can actually make, if you do back-to-back printing, you can actually cut out and make real note cards or printed pages. So that's why Study Stack is so awesome, but it has all the terms there, and for Julius Caesar, all of the terms are available at that main web page. I'm going to hit the back button a couple of times. Actually, I think I have it saved here. This website right here has all of the terms that you're going to have to know for Julius Caesar, and I encourage you to spend some time studying them using these functions. And if you want to print them out, you can print them out. Also, apps. You actually can download some of these apps to your phone, and these flashcards will come to your phone if you're so interested. And so you can practice your terms while sitting somewhere while you're bored if you're sitting there with your phone. So just FYI. I hope this was informative and helpful.